Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Let's get some music going. Oh, loud. Alright, how's that? I think that's fine. Oh no, it's a little bit loud still. Just how loud is... Whoa, okay, no wonder. Okay, let me drop into the server. Today is Dev Chat 128. Few things I'm working on. I'm actually doing localization at the moment. There's some issues with how the font looks. Yeah, so let me see if I can work this out. Alright, this seems fine. Oh, I think I get it. No, wait, I don't get it. If I do this, what happens? Oh, Devious is here. Yo, Devious, can you hear me?
Check. Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's... Hang on, can you say something again?
Right.
Okay, a little bit soft. Hang on, let me bump up my speaker. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I think I can hear you. It's a little bit soft, but I think I can still make out what you're saying. John will not be joining us today. So today is just you and me. So let's see how much time we can fill up. Yeah, but let's sorry?
I don't have to lock the show, so like
Alright, right.
it's probably gonna be a short one.
Oh, that's fine. Shawan is good. I'll have time to prepare for tomorrow's oh no, prepare for class for next week. So today is the last day of my school holiday. Yeah, so it's gonna be back to the grind. Damn. Anyways, John will not be joining us today. Apparently he has a birthday party to attend. So it's wait, I just say that right? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
so oh my god. I'm
right,
tired. Yeah, I'm sorry. Just a little bit tired. But anyways, I suppose we can start. But how's your week, by the way?
It's been alright. I have more trouble sleeping. I think I've been leaving my computer on when I sleep because I fall asleep watching. I keep falling asleep watching stuff, and that's what's been messing with me too.
Oh man.
Yeah, I gotta turn everything off when I go to sleep. Something will pop up and it'll be like, oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Sleep. Yeah, it's not good.
But did you catch the have you caught the Mario movie?
Yeah, I caught it today actually.
Oh, how do you find it?
It wasn't bad. It was worth a watch. It's entertaining.
Yeah, I had a smile on my face when I watched it. But to be honest, I get why some people say that the narrative is like really shallow. So,
oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I really like the first half, and then the later half it's the wrap up.
Yeah, it's a little like rushed.
Yeah, and it's not just that, right? Like you don't really feel the payoff. Like
it's like it feels like something's gonna happen, but it's like it doesn't. Not as strong.
Yeah, yeah, and you can kind of see they're trying to set up some kind of an arc for the characters,
Yeah.
but the payoff is not justified, don't you think?
Nah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel justified. But aside
the ending though, I didn't.
the ending is super rush.
Yeah, yeah. I thought it felt very similar to because I also watched. I think last week I watched the D&D game, D&D movie.
Oh right, I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
that one soon.
yeah, the ending felt kind of Russian now. It's very similar actually,
Huh?
like in the Russian feel.
Damn.
Yeah,
I also
but
caught the. Sorry, you think?
no, no.
Sorry?
Go ahead. I wasn't really gonna say anything. I was just
Oh, no,
yeah.
I was saying that I also caught the John Wick 4.
I haven't caught that one
Yep.
yet, but that's because I usually go watch movies with my friend,
Right.
and he hasn't really seen any of the other ones.
Oh, I
Yeah,
understand.
I swear, me and him saw like the second one, no, the third one. I forget which one. But he's like, nah, I never saw that. And I was like,
it's
so I saw some.
it's just it's nice, right? The action scenes are like really nice, but
Yeah,
it's I think with each one they make, with each installment, the story takes more and more of a backseat. It's
yeah.
yeah.
I kind of get that. I only saw like I know I've only seen one of them too,
uh,
and
one
that's the
one is still
feeling I got
compelling.
from it. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like as I saw it, I was like, this feels weird because it's like it doesn't feel like it
It doesn't.
doesn't feel like they rushed the plot, but it feels like they kind of just scribbled the plot. It's just going all over the place. So they're trying. It's like it reminds me of the days of early. Shoot, what is that? Was it Lost?
Lost? Oh, that
Was that the
that
show?
TV show?
Yeah, the show with the polar bear.
Polar Bear? Oh,
Yeah, it was like a
I didn't watch Lost, so I'm not sure. I thought Lost was them crashing into this forest island.
yeah. That's Lost. Yeah, and there's like some point where a polar bear pops up, and everyone's like,
What?
"Whoa, why is a polar bear here?" And they
Whoa.
find like some secret hatch, and the ending was like complete crap.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah, that's
Right.
what it's starting to feel like. But I think they might do a little better job on John Wick. But it's starting to feel like the plot starts like unwinding, and it's just going all over the place.
Right.
Into and I saw it in the trailers too. Like it's like they're trying to market it as that too, because it's like during the trailer he goes through like all these different kinds of scenes, and there's one with like a horse, one with like a train, another one with
Oh
like a car
yeah.
part. It's like all over the place. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
going on? uh,
Yeah. I, yeah, but I definitely get the sense that at least in John Wick 4, like the whole time I was watching it, I was like, okay, there's no plot. As like yeah,
just action scenes.
yeah.
I mean, that's what everybody was wanting, I guess, because everyone every time someone talks about John Wick, it's always like the action scenes.
Right. No, but you can kind of understand the, especially in the first one, you can understand his motivation, right? Like, he's angry, you know, his hurt because of the
The
he
dog.
lost his he lost his wife, and then he lost his dog, which was the a parting gift from his wife, and then you can kind of see why he would lash out, but then
Yeah.
it's the fourth one now, and at this point you're not even sure what he's fighting for. Yeah, yeah, that's the sense I get, but the action is fantastic. So if you're
Yeah.
in it for the action, that's great. Yeah. Anyways, shall we?
Yeah.
Shall we? I guess I'll start.
Yeah.
I will show you what I have been working on. Let me just do something about my save data first.
A lot of copies there.
Yeah, yeah.
Copy,
Oh, I guess I
copy.
don't need to share my screen then, since you're on my stream.
Yeah, I'm watching the stream. Man.
Okay.
I don't have
Um.
voice though, so the timing might be off.
Right. But I think it should still
It's
be
only gonna be,
fine.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like a few seconds. It's nothing.
It's not very critical. Oh crap.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was
What?
working on localization as well. So this is not what I meant to
uh,
show. Uh, hang on, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here. This is what I wanted to show. Okay, so I have been working on numerous characters. So I just published 1.5.0. That is the custom saw blade stuff that I showed last week.
Okay.
If you recall, oh yeah, I have all the custom saw blades here, and if you notice, I kind of did the preview of what the saw blades are. Right. Similarly for characters, if you choose random characters.
Is it all saw blades you only have unlocked that it will show in that little preview?
Sorry?
Is it only the saw blades you have unlocked that are showing the preview?
Yes. Only the stuff you have unlocked. So the reason why I'm doing a preview is because I realized I didn't like it when you're scrolling through this particular state, and if you have both set to random, right, the character set to random and solid set to random, there's no distinction of what is what, right, except for the label at the top. So
why not put the
yeah.
pictures of the characters on the dice?
Oh yeah, that works. I guess that works too, but it's a lot harder to do. It's like I think it's like maybe 20 times harder to do. Yeah.
Probably,
Because it's price tagged. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, but that's one thing that I've done. And then subsequently I have to focus on adding more characters for 1.6.0. And last time I think I mentioned that 1.6.0 will be it's supposed to be branded as a massive update. At least that's according to my communications with Apple, right? They say that the event is coming up, so they want me to put up a massive update. I have yet to follow up with them, so I'm not sure if it's still on. But what I need is to have an update, right, that qualifies as a quote-unquote massive update. So what I have is 10 characters. Let me see if... Right, I think I've already shown this. This is from like previous weeks. So this is a new character. It's the Owl, Potato Man, Biker, Dave. I have the Bottle of Water. Yeah, it's really unnecessarily long name.
Should remind players to drink water.
Yeah.
Forget to drink water.
Yeah. Hydrated. Keep yourself hydrated. Then I have.
You should name it. Keep yourself hydrated.
Yeah, I suppose. And then Big Mok. Big Mok. Basketball player, right? Dribbler. So the whole reason why I'm even adding this is because I realized I have a custom saw blade that is a basketball, and I thought like, hey, let's put a basketball player here. So there we go. As a dribbler here. I have a frog, Freddy Frog. I just ask ChatGPT. I say, hey, can you give me potential names for a cartoon frog? And one of the suggestions was Freddy Frog.
That's actually a pretty common one.
Common? Oh damn.
Yeah. Freddy. Well, it's the FR names are the common ones.
The what?
I knew somebody who was working on a frog game, and they named him. Fred was one of them.
Oh really?
Freddy, Freg, and I forget what the other one was.
Right. Yeah, but
it's usually the FR names, like any name that starts with FR. Those are the ones that were common.
Right, I see.
Which really makes sense.
Freddy Frog. Anyways, after that is the Jaboa. Jaboa is.
He's in there.
It's
not all white though. It's all gray.
Yeah, I mean, I already have like a few characters that are all white, and I'm not sure if I want to have another character that's all white. Also, in Jump Jaboa, right, the Jaboa is not all white. It's like slightly gray. Yeah, maybe I can lighten it a little bit, but for now that's how it looks. When it does a double jump.
It's like a kangaroo.
Yeah. Because that's how it moves about, right? It jumps on both legs. But I actually had some issue because I cannot change the movement behavior of the characters, right? They all have to move the same. So it's a little bit difficult to get the animation to look convincing, I feel. Because like it's hopping around, but what's actually happening is that it's translating at a linear speed, so you occasionally get a sense that it's sliding a bit, but I guess that's what I have to live with.
Players think this character's special or something.
Special. Oh, it's special.
Technically, it does play different, doesn't it?
Play different? No, they're all.
It's all the same speed and everything.
Everything is the same.
Animation.
Yeah, just the animation that's different. I did received some questions, right, from people asking me if the characters behave differently, because when they play, right, they get a sense that it seems to control differently. And my guess is that the only reason why it feels different is that the animation.
It's all the animation.
Yeah, the animation really changes how a character feels. Yeah, so yeah, something to think about. So that's the Jerboa, and then I have Mr. Cottons from Serial Scramblers. So I decided to bring the poodle here. Yeah. So let me just.
Is that a collar? It looks like his lips.
Collar? Oh yeah, that's a collar. It doesn't look like lips. Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like lips on his bottom of his mouth. Like big old lips.
Sure. Sure. I guess that's one way of interpreting the pig blood. But let me just show you. Alright, this is the Jerboa. If you notice, when I double jump, it becomes a ball. Right, so it's a reference to. Well, it's kind of a reference to the original jump.
He would have to become a ball because he.
Sorry?
Yeah, he only becomes a ball when he comes out of the cannon, no?
Yes, but no, he turns into a ball when you get the double jump mechanic as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the double jumping mechanic is really recent. Yeah. And another minor touch I've added is the ninja star, the shuriken. Shuriken, I realized, like when I play it like this, it seems. I mean, last week when I was playing it, it felt fine. But then when I was testing it, right, in the late game, when there are like a lot of them, coming down towards you, I realized I had a harder time reading the screen. I think it's because of the the pointedness of this particular saw blade skin, right? And when it's spinning a lot, it kind of, it's a little bit distracting, and because there's a lot of them, right, it makes it hard for me to read the scene as a whole. I realized. So what I've done is I've like toned down the rotation speed a little bit. I hope that this would make the issue less prominent. So that particular fix will come out in 1.6.0. Yeah, I think that's about it. This is just a minor tweak. I think most people wouldn't even notice it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Is that all? Is that all I've done? Oh yeah. So as far as content is concerned, that's all I've done. And I am now focusing my efforts on localization, which is what you just noticed. I'm trying to support CJK first, right? Which is Chinese, Japanese, Korean, because I believe if you don't localize the game to those languages, they will not feature the game at all on the stores, right? Whereas I think for the European countries, like even if you don't fully localize the game into, say, German, right? The German store would actually still feature the game. I believe that's probably because they have like sizable people speaking English there, right? So yeah. So for now, my focus would be on CJK, and then Russian, and then after that would be eFix. So the Italian and what else? French, German, Portuguese, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it's quite painful though. Like the font differences. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I just saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, and you notice there are some glitches. I'm not sure if it's showing up on stream, right? Let me magnify it.
You're talking about like the screen. No, it's not really screen tearing, I guess,
No,
but
it's not so much tearing. It's just that
like the patterns.
yeah,
It's fine.
it's I don't know.
Maybe.
Do you notice that this jagginess here? Like there's a lot of
Yeah, yeah. I was noticing whenever you zoomed out too.
yeah. It's something that I have to fix properly. It's the way I'm doing the outlines, right? I'm actually drawing the text multiple times. Extremely expensive, but because it's manual, right, and not real gameplay, I don't have to worry about that so much. I don't need to worry about that tanking my performance because during gameplay I
Yeah.
don't do this anyways. So um, yeah, I have to work out what is the proper offset to avoid this fuzziness. You know, it's pretty ugly. Uh, and
I don't even know how you. I don't even know how you managed to do that.
I managed to do what?
To make it all weird.
Oh,
How do you draw it? Do you draw it based
I tried
on
multiple times. Like
well,
the
well,
black stuff, the outline. It's just the same text, right? Drawn in black, but with a slight offset.
do you not draw it on like a texture and then draw it?
No, I'm not drawing it onto a surface first.
Oh, that's the problem
Yeah.
then. Okay.
You think I should do that first?
That would make that pretty much flatten it when you draw it normally. Because the reason it's doing that is because it's rounding the.
Yeah, I suppose yes. Like if I were to draw it onto a surface, right, then I can have like a fixed size, right, the fixed resolution. So I wouldn't have a pixel that is smaller than a single unit in the game. But um, but the issue here might be that I don't know. I'm a little afraid of having like surfaces everywhere. Like,
You
how would
only
you
need
do it? Would you
one.
do you would draw all of them onto a single surface here, right? Like for this particular scene.
Well, actually, you could do it a different way.
Uh-huh.
Since it's all. No, that might not work. Never mind. No, if I was gonna do it, I'd just do one single surface, and I'd just draw it on a single surface,
Right,
and just save that surface. Or,
right.
well, actually, no, that'd be two surfaces.
Uh,
One surface
uh-huh.
for the words that aren't highlighted, and one for the one that's moving.
One for the one that's so that you can just
Yeah.
when you're
So
moving, you're
like
just
when you,
translating the surface, right?
yeah, yeah. So every time
Uh,
you move the cursor, it'll just redraw the surfaces and
yeah,
save them.
that sounds good. That sounds good. Um, I'll think about that. Only reason why I haven't jumped into that is because I'm kind of worried what that means for the cleaning up the scenes. Cause like if you allocate memory for the surface, you have to free it also, right, when you don't need it anymore. And I'm just afraid that if I don't do this properly, I might introduce memory leak accidentally.
Do
Uh,
you? I
mm,
don't. Well, I always save my surfaces to
mhm.
either a constant variable or a local variable
Constant variable, local variable.
to say because it saves. So how the surfaces work is it assigns like a number to it,
Yes,
and that's which surface it is. And so I
yes.
just save that number to the
No, but
thing.
you need to free up the surface when you don't need it anymore, right? Like surface free.
Like I think that's only whenever you actually quit the game.
Right.
Because I reuse the same surface constantly. I just like
Ah.
clear it. Yeah, because you can use like a draw clear.
Right. So you have never at any point call surface create twice for the same variable.
Unless like something happens where I have to, where like at the start of every draw step before it draws a surface or messes with it, I always do like a does surface exist?
Oh, right. Yeah, that
And
makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and if it doesn't exist because of whatever reason, which is usually when you click out of the game or something and you minimize it.
Mm,
I think that's the only way that happens.
that
But
makes sense.
yeah, so it just does that check. That's like the only time I actually create a new surface.
Right, right. Yeah, I'll be thinking about that. But I probably wouldn't do that because it involves significant refactoring. So if you look at the oh yeah, that reminds me. Uh, if you look at this, so I took screenshots because I need to be sure about like all of the screens I need to localize, right? So these are all of them. It's it's quite a number of them that I have to localize, and then I have to do it in multiple languages. So,
Oh wait, were you missing some settings in one of those?
sorry,
Were you missing some settings in one of them?
missing some settings.
Yeah, your
Which one?
sliders.
This one? Oh
Isn't there
yeah, yeah,
something
yeah, yeah.
missing?
There's I do have like the button sliding one. Uh, I don't have those strings localized. I don't know. Like, how do I localize stuff like button X, button Y, button offset X? Like, I feel like if I send those tags for localization, right, I'm not even sure if the context will be correct when I receive the translation.
I guess you would put a picture of the button next to the thing.
Yeah, I suppose that's the only way. Yeah,
Guess, but I mean, but that might think the players press that button to do the thing.
yeah.
So no, my only guess, my only thing I can think of
Hmm.
is if they just mess with it, then they'll see that it does something.
Yeah,
That's like the only other way. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't rely on that, but that's all you can do is rely on that.
yeah. I'm thinking I'm just gonna do that because I mean that button settings is not super critical. Like most people don't mess with it, and
Yeah.
yeah, some people do, but
But
yeah, if
can
they
you,
yeah, sorry.
when you set the, isn't there like a setting or something? Not a setting, like a box you got to take. Is it fully localized or whatever?
I don't understand.
Is there ever like a checkbox whenever you send it off
Oh, to the App Store.
to?
Um,
Yeah, yeah.
you
And then
don't
they ask
have
you. Oh, go.
you don't have to do that, but it's a good idea for you to do that. But the only way to do it is on what do you call that? On in Xcode itself, and it involves like going to the info plist thingy. Let me show you. Let me show you. Well, not Xcode because I'm on Windows now, but let me show you my store page for Jump Jerboa. So I've released Jump Jerboa for like few years already, and I've always
Few
been
years? Has it been a few years?
yeah. It came out in well, more than 1 year, I guess. It came out in 2021.
Oh, I guess it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while. So scary how quickly time passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for the longest time, right, I only have English here, even though I'm supporting multiple languages. So I realized that. So I look up how to do this. So apparently you have to specify all the languages from within Xcode. Yeah, and yeah, that's something that I've only learned very, very recently. But even then, right, it didn't actually impact where my game gets featured because I'm pretty sure it was featured in Japan and in Korea. Uh, Despite the fact that on the store page, right, it only specifies English. So I think they have their own like curation, like human
Yeah, that makes
curation
sense.
team, yeah, that looks at the game, right, and determine whether it's suitable for featuring on the respective stores. Yeah, so that's that. That's what I have. It's not fun. Localization is not fun, but I will aim to get it done. And next week, I'm thinking midweek next week, so maybe around 19 or 20, right? I will submit a build with the localized text. I will do as much as I can, right, as far as supporting the languages are concerned. So all of the supported languages are here. I have these are the stuff I'm supporting. But as for how many of the translated text I can put into the game depends on whether I can make them look good
What's
in the game.
ZH?
Sorry?
What's
Oh,
ZH?
ZH. It's Chinese. Actually, I'm not quite sure why it's ZH. Let me look it up. It's probably some Chinese word. ZH. So you
Was it like
notice there
Chinese
is
and
a
Taiwanese?
ZH underscore CN and ZH underscore TW, right? So the CN and TW, that's the region code. So one is simplified Chinese, the other is traditional Chinese. Looks
Okay.
similar, right? Looks similar, but one of them has way more strokes than the other. Let me see. what is ZH supposed to be? ZH is Z. Oh, I can't find it. Never mind. I'll look it up later. Yeah, but that's I think that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. And it's your turn. It's your turn.
All right.
All right.
How long was that? That was like 20 minutes, probably.
I think so.
Because we talked a little before.
Yeah, I think about 20.
Oh, I don't have a lot because I've been really tired lately. Right now, I'm gonna have to stay up for another 4 hours probably.
Stay up for
Try
another
to.
4 hours.
Yeah, try
Wait,
to.
is it like 2 a.m. for you?
2:30.
3:30.
2:30.
Right.
2:30.
3:30.
2:30.
2:30. Right.
It's 2:30 because of the daylight savings or whatever.
Sorry.
Because of the daylight savings or whatever.
Oh right.
And I'm already starting to feel sleepy. We're gonna make some tea or something. Anyways,
What did you work on?
what did I work on?
Team's Paradise? Maybe?
No.
No.
I mean, I didn't really touch House of Krullar that much. I've just been so tired this week.
Right. It's
Like,
okay
I
to
slept
take
the whole
breaks.
day. Yeah.
You slept the whole day?
Yeah, I slept one whole day. One of the days I just slept.
Whoa.
I'm like, what the hell? Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I didn't even bother making a list of the things that I did. Share screen. Screen one. Go live.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Oh, okay. No, should have written down. Whatever. I don't remember. Hopefully, I didn't. Hopefully, hopefully it works. I know I did mess with it some, but okay. Let's see what has changed.
Yo,
It's just to
menu.
remind myself. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do anything.
Not yet.
I've just been adding things to like what would be in the menu, whatever.
Right.
You get notes.
I can't help but notice voices.
Wait. Huh?
I noticed that you have like voice, the button called voice in your menu.
Yeah, for like the whenever they're doing their text, like whenever they're talking, and it does a little beep 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 beep.
The
Yeah,
animal
that's
crossing light thingy, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah, wait, this is something I did add for the map I changed. So you see that little white dot in the middle?
Yes.
There, so you can move that. So if you go onto the edge, it'll move it around, whatever. Yeah. And it goes like that. And if you go to the other edge,
so you can highlight things and they'll tell you what it is.
Well, no. Well, maybe I haven't. I thought about doing that. Like if you highlight over this, hover over this, it'll be like this is room, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about doing that. But that's a little more work. I'll save that for later. But the main reason I have this is for placing those little things I was talking about.
Oh right.
Press Y and then you'd be able to press like a little stamp somewhere and be like,
right. The markers, right? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe make a little notepad thing where you like put a little note and you can type out what the note is that you want or something.
Nice.
I guess if you hover over it, it'll tell you the note then. Let's see. Oh, the other thing is, so this one I was having a bit of a problem with. See that thing on the bottom right? That shows you which direction you're turned. But the problem was, currently, this is also going to be did I put that in there? Yeah, camera rotation. So when you press left on the camera, like it turns it. It's based off of you're turning the camera, not the scene, if that makes sense. So the camera's going left, and the camera's going left, and the scene is going right.
Right.
When I press left, everything goes right. So I'm gonna put in an option to where you can like reverse that. So when you press left, it goes left. But with the current setup, when you press left, like before I had you see how it's pointing towards the middle, like a little middle point, right here on the bottom.
Yeah.
Right here, like it's always rotating around the middle point. Before I had it to where it was like outside.
Yeah.
So like let's say the arrow was on the outside. So then if I press left, you would expect it to go like that way, right?
Uh-huh.
But when I press left, it goes right.
Mm-hmm.
So I put the arrow on the inside. So when you do press left, now it looks like it's going left instead
Mm.
of. See, it looks like it's rotating like left and right.
Right, right, right.
I might change that up or something because I was messing with that, and I might not. I might just take it out to be honest. But it's to help. It was just to help the players get like a better head on what direction they went. The other choice was to rotate the entire map itself,
Mm-hmm.
but then I don't know what the repercussions of that would
I
be
think people
with the
may end up getting
stamps.
lost reading the map.
Yeah. uh,
It says, where's north?
uh,
Where is north?
yeah, where's north?
Yeah.
Uh, so I mean, what I could do is probably put like a little compass somewhere in here.
Right.
I could let you know which way is north. I guess I don't know. It was a bit of a hard thing to figure out with that. Let's see. What else I could change? All right, good. Is this still the same? I already showed up the buttons. Man, I've ran through this like so many times. Just to make sure it works every time. Because sometimes I mess with code and it messes with stuff. Did I show this off?
Yeah, that's the crafting table.
Right, okay. I haven't actually made the crafting yet. Let's see. Oh, there's another thing I changed. Two things actually. Let me see if I can get it going. Yeah.
Speedrunning tutorial.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I noticed your buttons wraps around to the other side. I mean, your item wraps around to the other side.
Yeah. I mean, I did that before.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's just you gotta just learn it, I
That's
guess.
good. That's good. That's
Yeah,
convenient.
yeah, it is. Especially if you have like when you finally fill this out and everything, you want to put something on the bottom, you can just be like, "Whoop,"
Yeah.
like look at it. Actually, I did that. But whatever. Okay, one of the big changes is your stuff doesn't auto recharge anymore. You have to use. I changed the loot tables recently, so let me see if I can find some. Looking for the purple stuff. Monsters still don't hurt you, so you're gonna see them, but they're not gonna be able to do anything. Get out of here! You can't hurt me.
Still invincible.
I'm immune. I probably should have taken those numbers off, but whatever.
Wait, what numbers? On the top
The
left?
numbers on top left, yeah.
Right.
Because so now you can like equip them to your bottom left thingamabob. Yeah, now you can whenever you press the item, it makes a noise. You can't hear it, but you can see it charging up there on the top left.
Right.
I made it a little faster too, but this is basically your ammo. The idea is going to be like just a single dust thing. It'll only fill up like one bar, so that's like one attack that you can actually do.
Right.
But you can use the crafting table to combine them to make a stronger version, which will charge up even more. And then you can use those to craft more things, stronger things that like actually just always charge it or whatever, or increase the charge rate. So like, there's no way to make them right now. There's gonna be like those little charms that you actually be able to have in your inventory. As long as those charms are in your inventory, whenever you do use a thing, it'll charge more. So like that's how you would increase the power of your reload.
Right.
Which is what these little things on the bottom right are, or on the bottom left, the little purple stuff. Another thing I changed, I think this is the only things I really changed. It was actually using the things and just
1, 2, 3, 4. That's the fantastic password.
Yeah. Unbreakable. Get out of here. Oh, another thing something I did actually work on was the monster code is different now. So each room has its own Each room spawns a certain amount of monsters and
Mm.
certain kinds of monsters, but that changes. Or will change, I should say. So I have a lot right now,
Ah,
but it will change based on like certain things, like if you've done some stuff in the rooms, or if they respawn over time. So if you clear a room, it'll take like I think I have it set to like 5 minutes
right.
before they all respawn again or whatever.
Oh, okay, okay. So
And
you will still have like challenge if you need to backtrack.
yeah,
Right,
yeah. And if you do things, let's say you've solved a certain amount of puzzles, then it'll make it more pop up. Or
right,
if you've like gotten enough upgrades, it'll increase the threat level. Like nothing will tell you that the threat level is increased. It's just that you'll start seeing more enemies and monsters the stronger you get and whatnot. So it'll like get harder with the more stronger you are.
right.
But it makes it more challenging because you got to run around and use your ammo and all this other stuff correctly. Then this is the other change. I want to say it's the last change.
Hmm.
Let me think real quick. Yeah, this is last change.
Uh, a large group has what?
Erupted. I
Erupt.
actually, it's not misspelled.
Oh,
I thought it would be. I thought it was because I was like, how do you spell erupted? Because I forgot for a moment. And then there's two erupteds. There's erupt with the E,
yeah.
and that only refers to a volcano.
Oh.
And I erupted or erupted with this one.
Mm.
This is referring to something exploding or coming out of the ground or whatever, coming out of the something. Like
Oh.
this is the general version.
Oh,
The
I never
erupted
knew there's
version.
such a word. Okay.
Yeah, neither did I. I was like, when I googled if it had the I because I couldn't remember, and it popped up as like a thing, and then I was like, I swear it should have been an E. And then I did the E version, and then that's when I learned like the difference. Like I erupted and yeah, erupted is specifically for volcanoes. I erupted is for the generic version of what you would think
Oh,
of something
interesting,
erupting.
interesting.
Yeah. So I know I'm gonna get some people mentioning this, but it's gonna be a fun little thing to be like, no, it's real word.
Yeah. Yeah,
Learn something.
turn it around on those people.
Yeah.
Ask
That's why
them.
I was stuck with it. I was gonna change it to the ER, but then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it as that. Be a
Yeah.
bit of a fancy writer with that one.
Oh
All
man.
right, well, I changed how this works now. Where before you had to like assign it, you can't do that anymore.
Be-
I'm going old
Before you
school
have to
now.
what? I didn't catch it.
Uh, Remember in the old build, you
Uh,
had to assign it to like one on the bottom left.
oh yes.
Yeah. You don't do that anymore. So because it got a little confusing.
Right.
Uh, I thought it's more stuff to teach a player, so I went with the classic thing. If you look in the left where it has the letters, the
Uh-huh.
buttons, it says pick up and spec, and now it says use. That used to be
Ah.
drop, but I took out the drop because I mean, just carrying something over there is basically a drop. So I was
Right.
like, I'm just gonna make it the use, and this also applies to like a bunch of other stuff. So like if I had more purple stuff in here, I could go into my menu and press X to use it in the menu instead of having to assign it to the bottom left. But
Right.
when you're in the menu, it doesn't pause anything, so you can't really cheese it like you can in like Resident Evil games or
Yeah.
Silent Hill games.
So I
Uh,
noticed in like the more modern uh horror games, I suppose, like in the modern Resident Evil, like if you head up to an area of interest, like maybe the
yeah, it gives you like options or whatever based
yeah,
off
like
of
the
where you're
moment
at. Yeah.
the context sensitive button will appear, right? Like you press A. So the moment you press A, it brings you to the menu immediately. So do you intend to do that, or do you
No, I was actually I noticed that too, and I didn't like that change.
is it too like
It
hand
streamlined
holdy?
it too much. Yeah,
Right,
it
right,
streamlined it too much because
right,
part of the whole point of this kind of thing was to know like was to actually try things, you know, because that defeats the whole point of a puzzle when you
right.
have the puzzle.
As
It's
is
like, oh, you
pointing you
gotta
to
do
the answer.
something.
Alright.
Yeah, because you have to like, because it's like it brings up the context menu, and it's like, okay, obviously I need a particular puzzle piece here, but when you're doing these puzzles, you're supposed to be like, you know, you got to figure out that you need a thing You're not
True.
supposed to just be told that you need a thing. Now, for the keys, that makes a little more sense because that makes sense to just. That's why whenever you use the key in here, it just uses the key. You don't have to like go into the menu and like select the key because that's like obvious. That's not a puzzle. That's not like a trick or
Yeah.
anything.
True, true, true.
It's just whatever. But I will have something like that. I will have like unmarked, maybe one, two unmarked keys or something like that. Some way to like make it to where you have to use it, so you doesn't just use it automatically. Or so I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Or maybe. So one of the mechanics I'm going to add in later is a black light that you move around in your notes, and you move the black light next to like notes or something, and it'll tell you what it is. So what I'll probably do is have like a blank key
Mm-hmm.
or something, and then or a blank note, I guess. And then you can move the black light to the blank note, and then it'll like show like uh, the key that has this marking goes to this door room or something like that, and then it'll probably just change it on the key, and it'll be the correct key number. That way, you don't have to like super memorize it. Maybe I don't know how, because that streams a little more, but I don't know how much that takes away from the whole puzzle mechanic, the puzzle
Right.
idea behind that right there. But I'll see which one feels better.
Mm.
Well, anyways, on this changes, so you don't equip them anymore. You just go into this thing and you go like, okay, you can use it, and it says there's nothing to cut, nothing to chop.
Ah.
Yeah. So if you can't like go up to a table or something and be like, there's nothing to chop. Oh, okay, so I can chop something with this. That's the connection you're supposed to go with, and you got
Mm.
large root has corrupted, and you're supposed to be like, maybe this is the hope. This is the hope.
Right, right.
A player goes up to the thing and is like, use this axe on the root.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah. And you can like choose not to, whatever, if you
That's
don't want to.
nice.
And it's like use this axe on the root. The root has been severed. And then, you're free to walk about the new area.
Mm.
It's the thing. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna start off with the map and everything. I gotta take the map out here. Because the idea is you're supposed to get the map in the lobby. I can actually point here now. You're supposed to get the map in here. There's gonna be like little kiosk, and it's gonna be like welcome to the whatever hotel. It's not gonna be called the Kruller Hotel or the House of Kruller. It's gonna be something else.
Right.
That's the secret name. It's not the actual name of it.
Mm.
I'll probably use like an acronym or something, or what's it called when you twist the words around?
Uh, I don't know.
Yeah,
There's a
I'd be
word
like the
for it, right?
Lucar, the Lucre Hotel or something like that.
The
Like
Nuka.
it'll be like Kruller but twisted around or whatever,
Right.
some shit like that. Whatever, whatever that word is, whatever word is used to describe that thing. And I think that's everything.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice, nice, nice.
yeah, those are new changes. I want to say,
This is
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
how much of the game, the full game, right? Your vision, how much of this how much of what you already have, right, is oh, damn, how do I phrase this? Okay, this is constitute about like how many percent of your full game?
The full game
Yeah, yeah.
or the planned
The
part of
the
the game so
the
far.
planned no wait, the planned part of the game?
Yeah,
You
because the
say you want
full
to make
game
part one
is
first, right?
yeah, because the full game is
Yeah.
all this plus the different floors, plus the garden,
All right.
plus the forest up here.
Well,
So you go into like a
I
horror.
guess
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
meant
that's the
to
full game.
what I meant
this
to
is
say
this
is
is chapter one.
well,
Yeah,
how do you intend to release this? Do you intend to release it by parts or like
I have
everything?
no idea.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take the same approach with uh, Tim's Paradise,
Right.
because Tim's Paradise is also just a one chunk of a massive thing. But I never planned any further with the massive thing. The only thought behind Tim's Paradise was just that one island, and it ends it on a cliffhanger or whatever of them
Right.
going to like a new island, but you don't actually go to the new island in the game,
Right.
and that's like chapter one or whatever. So for this one, it's like this is all chapter one, getting through this whole little area.
So you have how many percent of chapter one is this?
I'm still kind of figuring out some of the puzzles, trying to like connect stuff and whatnot and all that fun stuff.
Right.
I also got to control myself because there's a bunch of locked rooms, and every locked room is a potential new puzzle room.
Mm.
So I got to be careful there. I want to tackle some of this stuff, the garden area, because the idea behind the garden area is that you're going to shrink and then you're
Shrink.
gonna have to fight like giant ants or something.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh,
Like not the whole,
interesting.
maybe the whole thing. Maybe I don't know. Well, there were two parts that I wanted to shrink down, so I could use the car again.
Yeah.
Basically, there's a. I don't think I have it anywhere. There's a dollhouse. Let's see, I made it. Objects. Ring. Get out of here. Go out of here. Let me see if I can. Dollhouse.
The dollhouse.
Yeah, so the idea here was to make a playroom. And when you go into the playroom, you shrink. And then you'll be able to walk around. Oh, okay. I know why that happened. It's just a fucking. I gotta figure out how to fix this.
Mm.
It's an easy fix. It's just annoying to fix it every time. Let's go here. It's a creation order. Scroll down. It's because the last one that's made has to be
The creation order.
car.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta put that one as the last one every time. There's a quick way to do it, but I keep forgetting I keep forgetting to do it that way.
Right.
Yeah. So these are dollhouses, you know.
Oh, looks nice.
Yeah. So there'd be like a little village of them, and then you'd go into this room, and you'd like mess with something, whatever, and then you'd end up shrinking, or like black out, do a fade thing out, and then you wake up into like one of the houses,
Right.
and you're like, whoa, where the hell am I? And you like walk out, and you're like, oh damn, I'm in the actual the houses and whatnot, and you're gonna meet like little characters that give you like little quips, but that's it. They're gonna be the dolls,
Mm.
and they're gonna be talking like they're people that are just trapped there, frozen forever.
Right.
And you know, the first ones you're gonna meet, they're just gonna be like, oh, it's just a happy day, it's just a nice day or whatever.
Right.
And then you're gonna meet other ones that are like in darker houses that are run down and stuff, and they're gonna be like, save me or help me, you know, stuff like that.
Right. It's the
Get that creepy factor.
implication. The implication is that they are actual people.
Yeah, the implication that they're actual people.
Nice. I love it. Interesting.
Yeah, and that's the plan. So like, there's gonna be like a part where you like walk out. There's gonna be a bunch of dolls like standing right there, and they're gonna just be
Right.
watching you. They're gonna be. That's how it's gonna. I'm gonna use some blocking parts to do some stuff like that. So yeah, and that'd be kind of creepy because you walk out. This would be after you talk to some of the ones that are like, help me. So then you would walk out and it'd be like a bunch of dolls just watching you.
Oh. Right.
And, you know, stuff like that. Just creepy stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
like. I
and
like
just,
that. I like that idea. That's nice.
yeah. But that's not gonna be for a while. That's gonna be one of the little rooms later.
Right.
And there'll be a playroom. That's it. I think.
Nice. What's next?
Uh, hopefully I can actually make that page for Tim's Paradise. I finished making the page. I did start making the page.
Right. Right. Right.
I forgot I started making the page.
Wait.
Wow.
When's the Steam Fest coming up?
Oh, that's not until like June, but even then,
Right.
that's I wasn't able to sign up for that.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then I end up releasing earlier than that, anyways, so it's fine.
Wait. So you still want to release before the Steam Fest?
Yes,
Right.
maybe. I'm thinking. 'Cause it's a
Right.
good amount of time before the Steam Fest, which is what, June? Wait, is it? January, May,
I mean, if
April,
it's June, it's
May,
like
June? That's 2
only
months. 2
only
months.
less than 2 months, man. It's like maybe
Yeah,
six
2 months.
weeks.
Okay, maybe after. Maybe after.
Right, right. All right, man. Cool. Oh, this looks nice. I would love to play a completed part one.
Yeah, no, I guess I'll just do. Sure.
Y-
I'll just do like chapters or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'll make it clear that it's not a guaranteed thing that I'm going to continue making them, because one of the big things is I just want to keep making all kinds of different ideas, and I
Right.
don't want to stick to the same idea for too long.
Right. Right.
Yeah, that's why Tim's Paradise was so short, because I didn't want to keep working on Tim's Paradise.
Which is fine, right? I mean, it's a small experience, but it's complete. So
Yeah,
yeah, it's good to release it and get the public to play it. Be
yeah.
nice. Yeah. All right, I guess let's do a
That's
recap
it.
then. Let's do a recap. In
Only under an hour. Cool.
yeah,
Let's do a
that's the
recap.
first time we did this in under an hour.
Yeah.
Um,
uh,
what was I saying? Oh yes, I added a bunch of characters, but for the next week I will be focusing my efforts on localization so that when the time comes, when the game gets promoted again, hopefully, fingers crossed, the localization would hopefully uh, allow for more people to get into the game. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And you?
Oh, was that it? Oh, I thought you were gonna
Yeah,
like more characters or more
well,
calls
I
or
already
anything.
have 10 characters waiting for 1.6.0, but yes, I mean, in future, I will be adding more saw blades as well. And the good thing about the saw blades is that it's 2 frames instead of like
Yeah.
a few
Yeah.
dozen frames for a single character. That's one thing. Something else that's in the pipeline that I have to work on, right, is unlockable backgrounds. That is
Mm.
one of the feature that people
Yeah, I
keep
remember someone
requesting.
mentioning. Yeah.
Sorry?
I remember somebody mentioning in the
Yeah.
Discord too.
Yeah. There are people mentioning it in the Discord. There are people mentioning it before I even release the game, and then every once in a while you'll see, I'll get like feedback forms or in the reviews, right? People asking for more backgrounds. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have to do it, but it's a little bit scary because um, it's not like when people ask for dark mode, right? I can just make the background dark, because if I make the background dark, right, it's going to affect the readability because my character outlines, the solid outlines, all the outlines in my games are dark colored. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it's something that I have to balance, and it's a little scary when I think about it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Especially with like characters and stuff.
yeah, yeah. I don't want to like end up making. I don't want any background changes, right, to render like some of the characters unusable as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, I have to think about those. Okay, that's it for me.
All right. For me, I'm gonna see if I can say this every week now. Finish the Steam page for Tim's Paradise.
I'm
Get
pretty sure
that
this is
going.
like the fourth or fifth time you're saying it.
Yeah, I think it is. Something like that. But this game's starting to like uh
It's shipping up.
House of Krular actually I'm getting to the content phase, which is like I don't get to make new mechanics anymore. I'm
Hmm.
just making more content. So it's like once that starts hitting, then I'm like, okay, I might end up getting a little bored with that. And then I'll move into making the page for Tim's Paradise.
Ah, right, right.
Then after that, then I'll be like, then I'll try and think of some new mechanics to add into the House of Krular, or not like big mechanics like the shrinking thing, or whatever.
Hmm.
That kind of mechanic where it's like I don't technically have to program any big new things. I just have to change the perspectives.
Right.
Mm. And then some puzzles I've planned that I'll eventually add in there
Yeah, puzzles
to
are
get those
fun.
going.
Puzzles are fun. So
Yeah.
it's almost a little bit like an adventure game, right? The classic adventure LucasArts games.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
With some combat.
Yeah, with that combat, yeah,
Mm.
it's nice.
Combat's taking a bigger focus though.
Hmm.
Not intentionally. It's just because I wanted to make the inventory system
Oh,
and the
right,
weapons. Yeah. Then you have the
right.
crafting system and whatnot. So I'm hoping it doesn't become too
Gamey?
uh no, not gamey, but like I guess that would be a problem, but too because combat and puzzles. If you go too far with the combat, then the puzzle seems a little too much. If you go too far with the puzzles, the combat seems like a little too much.
Right.
And I'm trying to avoid to where I'm going too far with either side. So I'll see how that goes.
Hmm. Would
And
you
right now,
say
but
the original Resident Evil has like just about the right mix of both?
sort of, yeah. Well, okay, so let me put it this way: Resident Evil 4 was the best Resident Evil,
Right? But it's
and
completely action oriented, right?
yeah, it's much more action oriented. You have some puzzles, but they're not very heavy.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like I have a good chunk of action in there,
Mm.
and I'm hoping it doesn't become too much. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I might have just repeated myself.
It's
Uh,
fine.
uh, okay, US.
Right.
I wanna
Yeah,
wanna aim closer to like the old school
the first one.
Resident Evils. Yeah,
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Nice.
yeah. I want to be more puzzle focused than I am action
Mm.
focused. But survivor, my love of survivor games is kind of itching, so that's why it kind of has some survivor aspects. That's why I also moved the charge to only charge whenever you use the thing, so it limits your resources. So you have to like look around and whatnot,
Right.
collect resources.
And
Yeah,
running away is a legitimate
yeah,
strategy, right?
that's a
Yeah.
legitimate strategy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, except for some places, there's actually a room where it just locks.
Ah.
Uh, you'll pick up like a strong item though, but it locks the door and you have to fight the enemies in the room.
Right.
Yeah, and the save system is going to be yeah, I guess both. They both have the same kind of save system.
Mm.
Where there's a save room specifically made for saving, which is
Right.
that safe room with the bed, and the bed is how you save. Just
Yeah.
go up to the bed and you like save it.
Yeah. Yeah. Looking great. Looking great.
Oh, actually, there's one more thing which I wasn't technically programmed into the thing yet.
Mm.
I figured out a way to. So I was trying to figure out how do I limit the player without limiting the player. So like, how do I keep them from just farming everything?
Mm.
Just constantly going back and forth and just making themselves like overpowered.
Right.
And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna limit the items based on how far they've gotten into the game. But the main kind of item that we're gonna limit is the metals, which is you'll be using like gold to make like the rings and chains for the stronger items.
Right.
And so as you do more and more puzzles, I'm gonna have a variable that counts up, and it's gonna whenever you like search for stuff, it's gonna pull from that variable. Like I'm gonna be like every time you solve a puzzle, it adds 10 to the variable. And then
Right.
whenever you look around, that variable is gonna go up by 10. And then, or whenever you look around, it's gonna take away from that variable. And if it's 0, then you're never gonna find another metal. So you
Right.
can't just like farm. So you have to actually progress to the game to actually start getting more powerful things again.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And
Right.
it took me a while to figure out how to do that. Or like at least maybe a method that might work. I don't know if it's gonna work still, but
Mm.
I'll try and plan it out. Because I want it to feel natural. I don't want players to realize that's what's happening. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't want it to be exploitable.
Yeah. The other method was to just plan out everything, but I kind of wanted the whole backtracking, kind of looking through more stuff and whatnot. So
Right.
like if you come back to an area that you haven't been to in a while, you can like find some new loot.
Right.
Maybe. I'll see how it goes.
Right. So wait. Does that mean that all of your, I mean, most of your the loots that you can get right from like opening drawers, like most of them, aside from the key items, most of them are random.
Yeah.
Ah.
Everything you saw me getting, yeah, it was all random. But I have like little loot tables right now that I post from, and currently none of the loot tables include metals. It's
Right.
all just crystals and stuff. Because crystals is what do you call it? They're reusable, constant reusable that you use up.
Right.
So you can't really like you can have all the crystals in the world, but without those metals, you can't make anything to make yourself stronger.
Right.
So if I limit the metals, then no matter how many crystals you collect, you can't get stronger unless you progress further to the game to where I increase that variable number of the metals to where you can start finding more metals.
Mm. Yeah.
Mm.
It's cool. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I guess that's it then.
Yep,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, let's do this again next week. I think next week John will be able to join us. But I'm not gonna hold up any hope
It
that
is what
you
it
have.
is. Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
What
it is
happens?
like this. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's done porting the game. I don't think he's.
Well, it's not like
Yeah.
it's not like it's not like we planned for the time or whatever. Like we've been hitting under 2 hours. What is it? You said
Sorry, what?
like 30 minutes per pitch or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
20 minutes per
20,
pitch. Yeah.
20, 20, yeah. No, it's
And we
fine.
haven't really been. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that even if we get John, I mean, when John comes next week, I'm not even sure how much he can show. He's so busy these days.
Oh man. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But in any
It's
case,
whatever.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, fingers crossed. We'll see
Alright.
what he has to show next week. And in any case, I'll see you next week then.
Yep, yep.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
All right. Yes, that's it. Bees. Hey, thanks, Bees. Thanks for hanging around. Um, let's see if we can rate anyone. Let's see. Let's see. In any case, thanks for hanging around, man. Core activities. How NSFW can this chat be, by the way? Oh, we are fairly safe for work. Yo, what's up, core activities? You've made a discovery. What discovery? What discovery have you made? Christian Twitch channel? No. Let me see, huh? Who can we rate? Is there a fellow developer? Godot tutorials. Coding. Oh, there's actually a controller type you have not considered. So far, your girlfriend just showed you last night. Not kidding. It's a device to train. Whoa. What? And you use it as a game controller. It comes with an app with games on it. Wow, that's creative. That's creative. I never knew that's a thing. That's crazy. Let me see, this person here. Hobby projects written mostly in Python or Nicolas Cage, nice. And JavaScript. They all take Flappy Bird like inputs, but like gradual. Right, so it's not binary, it's not 0 and 1s. It's more than that. That's interesting. That's interesting. Well, I don't know what to do with that information, but thank you for sharing. Blew your mind. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it blew my mind as well. Hang on, who else? Who else can we... Oh, that's a gem. Cool. Oh, but it's not English, is it? It's not an English channel. Pixel art. Hey, thanks, Manglo. Thanks for hanging around. I appreciate it. I did not need to know that. You know what we can do? Let's rate Carol. So I'm just gonna type the rate command here. What the is that? Isn't that the AI VTuber? Let's see. You just got here with the morning coffee and you abandoned. I'm sorry. We're done with the dev chat. Today's dev chat is slightly shorter than usual because one of us is not here. Let's see. Rate Carol. Ja. What about a game for the male? Have you seen this convention in Japan where they show off, you know, they show off some kind of a device, obviously meant for a dude, and then uh, you know what? Let's not go into detail. In any case, so I've typed the command in there. What's gonna happen is this. I will be back again, hopefully soon to continue work on my games. But for now, I'm going off and we are raiding Carol, who is a pixel artist, as you can see. So yeah, I'll see you all. I'm gonna run the outro and then we will raid Carol. Bye.